Okay, so what you guys are going to be doing is you are going to be filling out this matrix right here. You're going to write your first and your last name on it. You are going to be turning it in with a photograph, so for those of you who are online, those of you who are with me, you are going to turn this in and make sure you have your first and last name on it. So I printed this out for you so that you understand what the elements and principles of design. Basically, the elements are the building blocks of art, and then the way that you arrange them would be the principles of art. So the building blocks will say these are the building blocks of art right here. The way that you arrange them would be the principles of design. So we will be filling this out as much as you can, but I do want to make sure that I go over all of the elements of design with you right now, and then we'll go over how to fill this out. Okay, so line, it's basically a point moving through space, and there's 5 variations of a line. There's height. This pen isn't working. Hold on. There we go. There is height. Sorry, there's a thing on it. There we go. Height. Okay, width. Texture. Degree of curve, and direction. So those are the 5 ways that you can vary a line. Okay, 5 types of line are zigzag, vertical, horizontal, diagonal, and curved. So this is how to vary a line, and then this is the types. So one way that I like to talk about shape is just an enclosed 2-dimensional thing. So you can make a shape by just making a line, or you can make a shape by coloring. Okay, you can also make an implied shape. So it's just something that is close, and it could be geometric or organic. So a geometric shape would be a triangle, a circle, square, you know. And then organic shapes would be like a blob or an apple. Oh, this is not a cute apple. There we go. So those are organic shapes right there. Anything that's kind of like doesn't fit the form or mold of something that is mathematically made. So color, you know, is the way that we perceive what a surface is reflecting. So when we see color, it's because there's light hitting on the surface. So there's another name for color, which is hue, and the value would be the tints and shades of a color, and then the intensity would be the brightness. Now with color, you can change it however you want. You can play with the idea when you're filling this out right here. You can go, okay, I'm going to use red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet if you want to, just to play around with it. But that's up to you on the way that you want to fill this out, but it's just an idea. If you know anything about color, you can go like contrast color. You can go the complementary color would be a contrasting color. So red and green complementary colors. Yellow and violet are complementary colors. Okay, so play around with that. Okay, form has height, width, and it also has depth. So forms are cones. Okay, so if this cone went back, a cylinder, a cube, and a sphere. We'll make the sphere have a little cast shadow so it looks more like a sphere. So anything that has depth to it, a shape that has depth, you would make a form. So my hands are forms. This paper is flat, so it's a shape. Okay. This pen is a form. Okay. All right, textures, the way that your eyes are visually figuring out what a surface feels like. So you can have a soft texture, or you can imply that there's bumpiness. You can even make actual texture, like if you take a coin, or if you take a piece of paper and do like a little rubbing underneath it. This is not really working that well, but if you do take a piece of paper or something bumpy underneath, you would be able to make imply texture. Maybe like this right here. This is actual texture, it's bumpy. This right here is smooth. This is implied, and then if this actually was a rubbing, then it would be actual texture. If I crumple up a piece of paper, that's actual texture. Okay. Okay, and then space is typically the illusion of depth. It's like anything that might be in between two things. So like right now, you see my hands right now. They are positive space, and now I'm turning my hands into a heart. That would be negative space, and the negative space would be the space in between. Okay, you probably have seen like something like this. Oh, is that the positive or negative space of something? Are they two heads, or is it a vase? Yeah, I don't know. Play around with that. Okay, so balance. There's there's three types of balance. There's something that's symmetrically balanced, so same on both sides, which would be like a butterfly. Not the same on both sides. It can be like a guy with his arm up and down, like he's dancing. So symmetrically balanced, asymmetrically balanced. And then we have something called radial balance. So it's all the way around. It's the same all the way around. So the sun would be radially balanced. Flowers, same. Like a star could technically be radially balanced. Contrast is something versus something else. So I was talking about color earlier. So it's just the opposites. So if we have white in this box, we can have black in this box. That would be contrast. Okay. Contrast against something smooth would be something bumpy. Contrast against a vertical line would be a horizontal line. So that's just something that you can think about. And then movement or rhythm, they kind of go together. So I put them together in the boxes. So we'll put them together. Rhythm is similar to pattern, but then it changes let's go over pattern first. So pattern is just something that does the same thing over and over again. So right now I'm creating a pattern with shapes. Okay, but you can also create rhythm with forms. Okay, all right, oh, we'll do more. Or I'm sorry, pattern. Rhythm, if you think about music and you'll hear a beat, but then it changes every once in a while. So rhythm can go dun 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 dun. Okay, or if you're really thinking about movement with the rhythm, you can kind of make those curved lines that I was talking about before. Okay, now unity, when something looks like it's finished and resolved, it typically has unity. So I am going to just have you do whatever you want in this box. You can use a bunch of whatever your favorite elements are and whatever your favorite principles are. You're going to put it in this box right here. So this is unity right here. Okay, now that we have that done, I am not going to fill this out completely, but I'm just going to give you some suggestions. So line, I need you guys to write what line is right here. So you're going to define each word by writing it. Okay, so read this, write it down. Read balance, write it down, okay, and then you're going to fill it in. Typically when you read what is here, you will be able to do this part. But you can also look online to see other examples. All right, so something that is balanced with line, I'm going to make this symmetrically balanced with line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making like vertical lines here, and then I'll make horizontal lines here, or I'm sorry, diagonal lines here. Diagonal, and then vertical. Okay, then horizontal. Guess I'm making kind of like a little house. Guess it's not that symmetrical, but it does have balance. The weight on both sides are pretty much the same. Similar to this, it's the same weight on both sides, but it's a little bit different. So each box I want you to fill in completely. Okay, and spend some more time on this. I'm just trying to give you just a quick idea of what you need to do so you don't have to listen to me and watch me the entire time. Okay, so let's see. If you're making shapes with rhythm and movement, I kind of went over that already. You can vary a shape or a variety. I don't think I have variety on here. All right, so variety, go ahead and look that up, but it's just a change in items on your piece, in your space. Contrast is going to be the difference between two things. So maybe this could be, oh, here's a good one. Okay, and this is all shape, right? Doesn't have to be like this, but you can kind of like color it in completely. Like I said, spend some time on this, make it look nice. shapes. Texture, kind of went over that already. Space, again, I went over that already, but fill this whole thing in. It should take you 4 days to do this. And then once you're done with it, take a photograph and then send it to me. If you have any questions about any of this, please let me know. I would be happy to help you. I think you'll be able to find a variety online. So if not, you can go ahead and take Rhythm and put it here, and then you can have that. That would be fine. Variety should be one. Okay, so have a great week, everyone. I'll put the due date of this soon, and I look forward to seeing what you guys create. Bye.